The third one is our relationship with neighbor. Very hard relationship. Also, encyclicals is also very hard to read. It's the longest encyclical. 68,000 words used in Fratelli Tutti. That means we are all brothers. Fratelli Tutti means we are all brothers and sisters, of course. We are not eliminating human. So that we are all brothers and sisters. So it concerns with the relationship with the neighbor. Fratelli Tutti encyclical has, as I said, 68,000 words, 287 paragraphs, 8 chapters, the longest encyclical in Big Four. So this is the third theme we are discussing in the Big Four. Fratelli Tutti is the third encyclical of Pope Francis, subtitled on fraternity and social friendship. It was released in 2020. The document, Francis states that the way the COVID-19 pandemic was managed by world countries has shown a failure in global cooperation. The encyclical calls for more human fraternity and solidarity and is a plea to reject war and violence. The document was signed on 3rd October 2020 on the occasion of Pope Francis's visit to the tomb of his namesake Francis of Assisi and was published the following day on the Saint's feast day. In the encyclical, Pope states that his February 2019 meeting in Abu Dhabi with Ahmed Al-Tayyab, the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, during which they signed a document on human fraternity, was an inspiration for the development of the document. Besides Francis of Assisi, he also states that he has been inspired by numerous non-Catholics, including Martin Luther King, Desmond Tutu, and Mahatma Gandhi. That is amazing. The whole universal influence. The North, the South, all these great people have influenced Pope Francis. The encyclical calls for more human fraternity and solidarity and is a plea to reject war. It focuses on contemporary social and economic problems and proposes an ideal world of fraternity in which all countries can be part of a larger human family. In this encyclical, Pope Francis is dividing the human community as two parts. In the encyclical Fratelli Tutti, Pope Francis observes two kinds of people. When something happens, there are bystanders and upstanders. Bystanders, upstanders. So, to describe who is an upstander, who is a bystander, he uses the parable of the Good Samaritan. It's a very familiar story from the Bible. So the first two people are bystanders. They look at the wounded man and they didn't want to do anything about it. They just walked away. The third man comes, that is the Good Samaritan, and he stops his donkey and he attends the wounds of the wounded man on the road. So he is the upstander. So in the modern day, in our community, there are two types of people, bystanders and upstanders. And in Fratelli Tutti, paragraph number 6, Pope Francis introduces in the following words. The following pages do not claim to offer a complete teaching on fraternal love, but rather to consider its universal scope, its openness to every man and woman. I offer this social encyclical as a modest contribution to continued reflection in the hope that in the face of present day attempts to eliminate or ignore others, we may prove capable of responding with a new vision of fraternity and social friendship that will not remain at the level of words, although I have written it from the Christian convictions that inspire and sustain me. I have sought to make this reflection an invitation to dialogue among all people of the good will. In paragraph number 54, Pope Francis writes that humanity, the love for neighbor, can do wonders, can do miracles. During COVID-19 pandemic, how humans did that miracle. He tries to explain, he tries to capture what happened during the pandemic in the paragraph number 54. Just listen to what he is writing. It's an amazing paragraph. Despite these dark clouds, which may not be ignored, I would like in the following pages to take up and discuss many new paths of hope, for God continues to sow abundant seeds of goodness in our human family. The recent pandemic enabled us to recognize and appreciate once more all those around us, to recognize all those around us who, in the midst of fear, responded by putting their lives on the line. We began to realize that our lives are interwoven with and sustained by ordinary people, valiantly shaping the decisive events of our shared history. Doctors, nurses, pharmacists, storekeepers, and supermarket workers, cleaning personnel, caretakers, transport workers, men and women working to provide essential services and public safety, volunteers, priests, and religious, they understood that no one is saved alone. You know what? We have religions, we have politics, we have economy, we have got technology to save anybody. Today, that is the belief what everybody has. These four can save us all. But what happened during the pandemic? Politics, completely helpless. Religions, helpless. All the churches were closed. All the religious, all those priests, everybody disappeared. They couldn't come out. The third one is economy. We had so much money. Did all that money save a single soul during the pandemic? Nothing. We had technology. We have got medication. And we boast that we can do anything. But that technology, did it save anybody during the pandemic? All the four, which we really hope that they would save us, they were simply a failure. Only one thing saved: humanity. One human saved another human being. One human saved the whole of humanity. So that is what Pope is writing in the paragraph number. All those wonderful people, supermarket workers, storekeepers, doctors, pharmacists, nurses, priests, nuns, and public workers, women working in essential services. Wow, humanity. At last, today we can trust this encyclical. Our relationship with other human beings can really help, can really solve, can really add a new dimension to our humanity. There is no doubt at all.